Instagram, all the time people are like, man, you should get into modeling. But right now he's focused on Smash Brothers and, of course, the finals tomorrow. But that's neither here nor there. We have two other competitors that are trying to get into the top 8, and that's Gluttony of France versus Kameme.
Yeah, these two players, we saw actually both of them on stream earlier. Kameme coming from a fresh win over MKLeo, and Gluttony taking out Shogun and sending Shogun to losers. Actually getting really intense now as we get down to the final contestants of our bracket here.
Yeah, it's getting super serious. So we did see MKLeo face off against against Kameme, and like you said before, you know, it could have been a Gluttony versus MKLeo battle, but instead we're seeing this. And one of the reasons for this is because Kameme, he understands how to occupy the right spaces that people want to traverse when they're facing against his Mega Man, and because of that, it can be really difficult to find those openings to get things started. But it looks like, oh, nice air dodge right there, making sure not to get caught. Wait, off the top?
Off the very top with the tip of that up air. And I was going to mention, I mean, just like we saw between Gluttony's set versus Shogun, he was doing a really good job at calling out when the players were going to DI into the stage and not opt to go for below the stage to get that ledge invincibility. And you see he's running away with these backers, getting a lot of backers and adding in that pressure, forcing Kameme to actually go for that high recovery and falling susceptible to getting hit by that up air.
Yeah, that is insane. Just seeing the way Gluttony approaches with this character Wario. You know, we've heard about it from before from a player like Tweak, where he feels like Wario just has a tough time getting inside. But right now, Gluttony just showing us how it's done.
Oh, that's something else that you want to look out for, especially when Gluttony wants to mix up his recovery and try to bike into the stage. That up air from Mega Man is a very scary thing to deal with, and you don't want to hold jump or press jump when you are in that.
You never, yeah, definitely. It's something that you have to respect. Okay, great option right there by Kameme. Probably did not see that one coming. I thought we were going to see a tech chase actually from Gluttony on that right platform, but right now we see Kameme just getting all this damage, confirming even off of the metal blade. And while this is happening, you know, even if you're like trying to keep Wario out, the thing is you still give him enough time to be able to get that waft back. And right now, it looks like Gluttony is going to be in a good position to set up for one of his setups into that. But,
yeah, no up tilt there. Instead, going for the backer, that quick backer at that. Still managing to make it back. Gluttony going for that high recovery so that way he gets out onto the stage before Kameme does. Oh, I love the way that he recovers right there, avoiding the down air.
Yo, he chucked that from deep just to get his little tech chase going. And now, the delay. And then Mega Man is out of there again. It looks like Gluttony, who was on the chase, trying to see if he can at least mount more pressure on Kameme, was met with that back air right there. Man, Kameme right now in the lead. Again, this is game 1, and game 1 is very important here at EVO.
Oh, he gets the lock, and we take all that percent for free, especially when you're at such a high percent on your second stock, as Kameme is. Gets the grab, sends him off stage. Here's the bike setup, trying to clip him from coming back. Kameme knowing better and actually mixing up his own landing.
Exactly. And right now, every time you see Kameme, like, just every time he makes a good decision, you can hear Japan cheering in the background, too. They're very proud of their own. Okay, is he going to go for the down air? He probably expected a high recovery. He's still sitting on the waft, though. He understands that he needs something to give him that opportunity to make it, bring it back. But would it be too little too late?
Yeah, I mean, he has that waft, and we're not going to see him burn it at this stock. We're definitely going to see him take advantage of it in the next stock, if he does manage to take the second stock, of course.
Uh-oh. Yeah, there it is. Okay, it's the crash bomb off of him. 180, 195. Oh, yo, that was unexpected. Came out and over the aggressive option, but all that time spent, he finally gets the dash attack. Okay, the time is now Gluttony, 122%. But Kameme, he wants to keep that lead. He wants to continue to maintain the dominance that he has here on the battlefield. These players, they're dealing with a whole different Mega Man.
He's playing so solidly, and he goes so low, having to burn the waft. Honestly, that was a game over either way. Even if that up smash didn't connect, the fact that he had to burn the waft to get in that extra length to get to the stage, I felt like was kind of game over at that point. He didn't have the tool necessary to bring that game back.
Yeah, he would have to play a very clean game. And against a person like Kameme, while he's trying to hold forward, he's definitely going to be met with some moves that will just continue to increase his percentage, which will probably lead to either an up throw or a back throw KO versus this character. So things are definitely getting scary from here on in. And let's see what happens here as we have Solary Gluttony up here against Kameme in the in the second game here on Pokemon Stadium 2.
For the first part of that first game, it definitely looked even until Kameme was able to get, honestly, just all the damage that he did off stage on Gluttony. doing a really good job, but Gluttony, knowing what he has to do, he comes back to the same stage saying, you know, it's not the stage, it's definitely me here.
Okay, nice usage right there of the leaf shield. Again, that one tool is so, it slows you down, you know? When you see it, you're like, okay, I can't play. If anything, right? I have to literally wait, and then afterwards, if anything, if you're up close and you throw it, then maybe I can at least punish.
Yeah, just don't jump into it. That's honestly the worst thing you can do in that moment. And gets the down air, timing it perfectly, sending Kameme off stage, forcing him to go for the high recovery. We're going to see that directional air dodge come through, but Gluttony ready for him. Where are you going, Kameme? You are trying to go to the blast zone because this is what Gluttony loves to do, edgeguard his opponents so efficiently. And even though Kameme was trying so hard to get back with the high recovery, the low recovery, and even the directional air dodge, it was not going to be enough to close in that distance.
Honestly, I feel like that's what Gluttony needed to do in the second game. We saw a lot of times where Gluttony just kind of stayed at the edge, and he wasn't really going for the aggressive edgeguards, but we're seeing them now here in game 2.
Yeah, I feel like he was, if anything, trying to go for 2 frames more than just going off stage.
Which are definitely inconsistent and hard to land, but, you know, they're safer as well because you'll at least maintain a position which will allow you to ledge trap.
And this is the lead that Gluttony needs, especially, well, I was supposed to say, especially with this lead. I mean, Kameme at 102, Gluttony still is able to run away with the waft if he just takes out this stock from Kameme.
Yep, and now Gluttony going for those down tilts, a very quick option. Oh, but there it is, missing that opportunity right now to get that drill, but he's still keeping things going. Challenge the leaf shield right there.
You were just talking about it too.
It's
You don't want to be jumping into that. It could be a little intimidating, but the double fair coming out from Kameme, that fair being so strong in this game, actually killing off the side. Oh, dragged out of the back air, gets into another back air, so much damage, but still living at such a high percent. That's what you call Rockman at its finest.
Oh, wow, and it looks like he was looking for an opportunity to get a bite. I'll say one thing though, if we look at the way that nice by Kameme. Okay, that was a great adaptation. So I thought he was going to recover a little before, but he understood that, you know, I see my opponent. He's getting aggressive with these edge guards. I'm going to have to fix my angle of recovery. Very smart on his part. Okay. Try to see if he can DI down. Oh, but you still saw the back air connect right there by Kameme.
And every time I see Kameme hold on to that metal blade, I always get a little scared for him.
Yeah.
At the same time, for Gluttony too. See, he's stuck by the ledge, using that lemons to get back onto the stage and parrying that bike.
Yo, he said, that's my bike, dog. See
He
ya.
took that bike.
Oh!
With that being said, we DI'd those, though, living to nearly 200%. And as I said, that Gluttony says, you got to get out of here, get out with that rage, and also the fact that you should not be living so high.
Get that quick boot right there. The bait right there by Gluttony. Does not get the second hit, though. And there it is. At low percents, you can definitely hold down and then go have access to immediate shield if you get hit by that neutral air.
Yeah,
so,
also just recognizing that he was jumping a lot, he was able to get that up smash.
Here we go. Okay, smart tech chase right there, and he gets the metal blade and extends the combos even further. Japan is on their feet again, yelling. They're cheering. They want to see their boy get that 2-0. But here comes Gluttony. Big combo!
With the conversion into the waft!
Wow, great stuff right there. Gluttony telling Kameme that he still has some life left in him. A player who so many people wanted to see get some representation when he leaves, you know, France, right? So great in France, consistently winning there, but they always wanted to see what he would do if he finally comes out here to America. And we've been seeing as during Ultimate's lifespan, constant evidence, right? We've seen many case studies giving us the opportunity to prove, for Gluttony to prove himself to the rest of the people that he does earn the right to be seen as one of the best players in the world here. And, you know, it's good that he actually has, you know, support too from the guys at Solary, allowing him to keep coming out to these events. But Kameme, not an easy opponent, Vicky.
No, not at all. I mean, it's 1-1 between these two players. But also, just to follow up from that, you know, I was talking about it earlier, at least in that game too, that Gluttony, you know, he has the wall. It was ready for him, but notice he always wants to save it when he recognizes that he needs it for that last stock, especially if he was down.
All right, here we go. We're back at Kalos. I didn't expect to hear this song, but we out. Oh, he popped him up. Try to get the grab, but
It's the last hit of the Nair right there, sending him off stage with the bite. Where are you going? Not getting the down air this time around.
good scoop up right here. And Gluttony moving way faster. He understands on a stage like this, people like to stand back. They love to zone. And he's like, all right, I'll use that opportunity to run away if I'm winning. But for now, I don't got to deal with these projectiles. Peace.
Ooh, air dodging through that flame sword.
Damn, he definitely slapped him, though.
Literally what Wario does in between that and headbutting you with not just his head, but with his arms too.
True. Okay, now he's fighting his way back in again. I like the usage of the forward air. Very good, like,
You see a
zone
down
breaking
air?
tool.
No, because Kameme retaliates back with the back air.
Okay, that is his answer for the leaf blade right there. Just gets inside every time.
Using his plus just to back off against Gluttony, but Gluttony not having a problem in the world with this back air and getting the down air. He still managed to come back from that.
Yep, got some damage right there, but here it is. Getting caught right there by that down air actually gave a little bit of momentum to Kameme. He has the blade in his hand, and there's the up tilt. You have to watch out. When Mans has blade in hand, you better be wary.
Yeah, you know that he's going to try to go for that Z drop.
Nice chase, but not enough hits done after that forward air, allowing Kameme to answer with a forward air of his own.
Tosses the bike up.
And that's
Crash
it.
Bomber on the side, and he actually managed to recover a good amount of health from that too. I'm gonna note that's what they love to do, but he's slapping him out of here into the blast zone.
Yep, and picking a stage like this means that if Gluttony ever tries to throw the bike up to try to like catch the opponent when they come from the edge, it'll just get stuck on the platforms rather than come down on the opponent.
See, backing off, throwing the bike at Kameme. Kameme saying, no, that's my bike now. Gluttony trying to reclaim this,
Yep,
ignoring it completely. I mean, he has the waft ready. You see him flashing.
Yep, and Gluttony too, using a lot of full jumps in this matchup. He has to respect the projectiles, you know? Okay, in and out. Nice DI right there. Kameme trying to get right back in. He pops him up in the air. Okay, Gluttony gets right back into the ground. He didn't want to get caught by any jump read.
I was wondering if he was trying to actually try to eat the metal plate.
Right?
That's what it looked like he was trying to do there.
98% though, I mean, Kameme with a metal blade in hand when you're getting closer and closer to KO percent is really scary. What?
It doesn't even matter.
That waft is ridiculous.
It is ridiculous, but it's also, you know, Wario's best tool in making the comeback.
Yes.
Forget about Smash 4 Rage. Wario's got his own tool to deal with here.
Wow, and there it is. Right now, the tables have turned. It looks like we have another chance right now for Gluttony, who was playing a little bit from behind. And now we have the lemons again. Catching his movement in the air. Let's see how he tries to... Okay, it looks like since Gluttony doesn't always recover low, you don't always see a lot of down airs. Coming through from high, that's a free back air.
And it is a free backer, especially when you're stuck on the bike like that. Kameme was ready to even out this game real quick, and no waft, but that's why you're going to be seeing Gluttony playing a lot more patient and respecting Kameme as he lets the timer run so that way he could get it back.
Uh-oh, up air chains again. We're in the 50s now. Gluttony tries to see if he can get these nair chains going, but Kameme back to the edge. Trying to see if he just doesn't want any extended combos, you know? Okay, here's the pop-up though. Got a little bit of health now.
Well, fact-checking him. He's forced to go for the high recovery again and catches him. We're going to see a similar situation that we saw the second game. He managed to get back this time safely, but taking a lot of percent for doing so.
Indeed. There's the pop-up. Okay, Gluttony. He just throws it up right there. He doesn't want to go underneath that plat, it seems. Wow, and that was so smart.
He's just going to keep throwing it up there.
No roll in. Oh, he
Oh,
rolled
he
it!
just